It is exactly 7:05 p.m. on Monday, March 24th, 2025. And as I reported to the Greenville Group at approximately 1:15 this afternoon, there has been someone who has been using a directed energy device to electronically assault me throughout the day while I've had to do certain activities in the privacy of this unit that are completely silent and nobody should know about. And not other activities. So when this directed energy device gets used on my person, it is only when I'm engaging in one of three very specific silent and personal activities. I've been lying on my bed today. Today is a day off for me, and I have been trying to rest. The weather's also really bad, and every time I've tried to lay down on my bed to take a nap, the same psychopath, perving, creeping sex offender named Jasmine Irizarry, who has claimed in writing on social media to using a directed energy device, has once again resumed her use of a directed energy device to electronically assault me while I've been lying on my bed. While I've been lying on my bed. Also, over the last hour, while I've been lying on my bed, trying to sleep, Irizarry has also started once again propagating some very sickening amounts of cigar smoke into this unit, presumably from the area behind this wall where I had to report some very violent and aggressive harassment earlier today to the Greenville Group from someone located in the bathroom behind this wall who started violently slamming things against the wall directly behind my toilet at 1:15 p.m. when I was quietly and silently trying to use the toilet in my bathroom with the door closed and the lights off. And the slamming and violent banging only occurred when I was sitting on that toilet. It did not occur at any point before I went into my bathroom and tried to use a toilet, and it did not occur at any point after I went into my bathroom and tried to use a toilet. The rest of the afternoon I spent doing some emailing, phone calling, and then trying to relax. And that seems to be a real problem for the hate stalking, surveillance using psychopath who's also a sex offender who was in the Massachusetts Sex Offender Registry in 2017 named Jasmine Irizarry. I had to leave a voicemail for the Greenville Group. And in spite of multiple voicemails to the Greenville Group regarding some very aggressive surveillance-based harassment of my person while I'm in the privacy of this unit, it continues to occur, and it continues to prevent me from doing what I need to do. Right now, I've had to open this window really wide. That's 18 inches approximately. In spite of the fact that it is cold outside, it is 40 degrees and raining and windy, because Irizarry is propagating large amounts of sickening, nauseating marijuana smoke into this unit. And I've had to keep the burner on the stove going because it's 40 degrees and there's no heat in this unit. And I also have to keep the air conditioner going to ventilate the space due to the intense, sickening cigar smoke that Irizarry has once again deliberately propagated into this unit from the bathroom of 78, where she seems to be hanging out with the current resident, a male who likes to scream and shout directly behind my bathroom sink in the bathroom of 78. Maybe he's talking on the phone, but Irizarry also doxes her own physical presence somewhere in the premises of that bathroom or of that unit by deliberately propagating intense and sickening amounts of smoke and fumes, which is something that she only seems to have the ability to do. I don't know anybody else who can fill an entire unit with nauseating, overpowering amounts of smoke and fumes within just a few minutes. Irizarry has been doing that since 2013 when she was placed in the bathroom behind this wall by Oleg Alexeyev, her handler and the property manager of this building. And Irizarry continues to be housed in this building, even though, according to Oleg Alexeyev, she is no longer housed in 78. She is housed elsewhere in the building. Maybe she's BFFs with the shouting nut job who's in 78 right now, and they like to hang out in that bathroom and just smoke lots of cigars in a tiny bathroom that is barely, wide enough for one person. I really don't know what's going on in there. All I know is that it continues to prevent me from using my living space and my bathroom safely and as I need to and when I need to. And right now I have this window wide open, which causes the rodents that live in the little cracks and nooks on the outside of the building to run into this window because the Greenville Group does not provide window screens for any of the windows. anywhere. There's just no screens. There are no screens. So when I have to keep this window wide open, any kind of bird or rodent or insect or flying object can come in here. And that is also just its own safety issue. So the air conditioner is going, and even as I'm just sitting here with the window wide open, my voice is all scratchy and I can't stop coughing because of these sickening, intense amounts of cigar smoke that Irizarry has been propagating into this unit over the last hour. And she is, as I am making this video, using a directed energy device to electronically assault me while I'm literally just sitting here on my bed quietly. Nobody should have any knowledge of what I'm doing. This is a very mentally disturbed psychopath. The police are the ones who told me that she's a psychopath, but her behavior certainly fits exactly what the police told me about her. And because she's a sex offender, she becomes violent and aggressive based on the surveillance footage that she apparently and reportedly is the one in charge of obtaining for the Greenville Group of my personal activities in this unit. There have been at least 4 Greenville employees over the last 8 years, if not 5, including Michael Bailey, who told me that Jasmine Irizarry is in charge of the Greenville Group surveillance devices. Yeah. So right now I cannot close this window. There's too much smoke and fumes, and I'm going to have to call the Greenville Group again and then go to court tomorrow and just deliver the restraining order that I filed against them 2 weeks ago now. And I was holding off on having a constable deliver because I was waiting to see if maybe they would fix things in this unit, and they haven't. There's no heat. There's some psychopath, perving, creeping, wanking sex offender named Jasmine Irizarry who's constantly, deliberately propagating sickening and overpowering amounts of smoke into my living space from the area of Unit 78 behind this wall. It's not coming from below because I'm not smelling it over here. I'm smelling it over by my sink, but it's not coming from the hallway because nobody stands in the hallway for an hour at a time with a bonfire of cigars burning outside my door. My door is all the way over there. And when I'm literally breathing in smoke and my voice is getting scratchy over by this area, it's coming from the bathroom of 78. And I'm getting electronically assaulted by the directed energy device that Jasmine Irizarry corrected me into claiming is a directed energy weapon that she has mounted on a tripod and is aiming at my head. And that is exactly where I've been feeling the effects of this device over the last, 8 hours now throughout the afternoon while I've been trying to use my bathroom and lie on this bed. It starts at my head. It literally feels like your eyeballs are popping out of your head. There's intense pressure. Your ears are just splitting. You have ear splitting head pain, and you feel like your head is about to explode. And the burning and squeezing sensation goes all the way down your entire body. This is not some sort of asthma attack or panic attack. This is some kind of full body electronic assault that feels exactly as you would feel if you were being tasered. I owned a taser for a few years and I accidentally tasered myself a few times. This is what it feels like. This is nothing else other than an electronic assault with a directed energy device that are much more commonly used than people realize. RFID scanners are now a big thing in the news, and most people don't even know what an RFID scanner is. But an RFID scanner is to your credit cards what a directed energy weapon is to your body. There's an analogy for you, you pathetic reject retards who hate stalk my channel. RFID scanners are to your credit cards what directed energy weapons are to your body. Okay? So they're both commonly used much more than people realize. And what I'm reporting here is not science fiction, especially not when multiple people associated with Jasmine Irizarry have made comments about her use of a directed energy device on social media, claiming that it's not that hard and it's actually a directed energy weapon, not a directed energy device, and she has it mounted on a tripod, etc., etc. This is a group of hate stalking BLM rejects who can't leave me alone and are really angry that I don't want to be their special friend and provide them with special favors. Well, maybe if they want special favors from people who are way above their pay grade, they shouldn't be such pathetic, disgusting, rejected pieces of shit. Huh. Once in your life, try not being a disgusting, rejected piece of shit. Maybe you should stop acting like filthy animals and stop expecting people to treat you like normal human beings, BLM, because you're not. You're disgusting, filthy animals who embezzle millions of dollars, donation money on strippers and hookers, and that's a fact. BLM, So stop acting like filthy animals and expecting other normal human beings to treat you like you're normal. You're not normal, BLM. You're a bunch of pathetic, wanking, perving, creeping psycho rejects who choose to live like filthy animals. And you perv and creep all over women who are way above your pay grade. And then you get really angry and violent when these women treat you like the filthy animals that you are and always will be, because you refuse to fix your behavior. End of story.